Hey, this is Tony. This is about the 13th time I've tried to tape this little intro. Anyway, we're going to look at a donut video here in a second, and what you're going to notice is that there's a lot of cuts and a lot of breaks in the video, and I had a lot of ums and ahs through the course of this one, and a lot of moments where I had to sit and think. It was a difficult donut to review, actually, and I ended up giving it a score that I think is a little bit high, and I had a lot of second thoughts about that, which I had to come back to and discuss again in later videos. Anyway. So I hope you enjoy it. This is LaMar's Donuts in Denver, Colorado. Okay, so we're going to do a donut review here of LaMar's Donuts. All right, so LaMar's Donuts is kind of heralded as like the king of the donuts here in Denver. But I got 2 donuts and a small coffee, $6.88. It's a pretty pricey donut, just saying. Yeah, not super happy about that. It is a really big donut again, as you can see. It's kind of this lens flare going on. It looks like God is shining down upon my my Bismarck donut here. But anyway, I have like this weird kind of looker on the side here. It almost looks like a Kaiser-roll. Anyway, the other thing I noticed about this is that they call these Bismarcks, and the Bismarck apparently is the big dough pocket filled with something. Usually just called, you know, the cream with the cream one with the chocolate. Anyway, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna dive into this thing. We always cut from where they inject the cream. I'm gonna cut from there so that we see the cross section. We get a good cross section of how far did the cream go in the donut when they were making them. Because if we get another lower situation here, I'm gonna be very disappointed again. But all right, so you know what we say here. Looks like they got the cream gun pretty far in there before they made the injection of the cream here. I don't know though. I mean, you still see like it's kind of like they've redistributed the Laura cream into just the center here. So the Laura cream kind of was mostly up front and up to about the 60% mark of the donut on the scale 1 to 10. It's like they basically shifted it a little bit closer to the center, but it's about the same amount of cream. A whole lot of dough, not a lot of cream. I don't know what to say. We're gonna have to give it a shot here. And this one it's hard to know where to bite, because if I bite near the entrance, I'm not gonna get a lot of cream. I kind of have to bite like toward the middle or something. Anyways, that's how the cookie crumbles. All right, so let's go. With the dark roast. Dark roast is it's pretty dark. All right. So what I would say is that the flavors here, all of it's consistent. What you would expect from a Bavarian cream donut. The cream itself, very tasty. It's good tasty custard. The donut is fluffy. It's not a Kaiser-roll. One sip of the coffee. All right. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna call this a 7.2. It'd be up closer to the 8 scale if I was really blown away with the amount of cream. I think you would want to go for a smaller donut, get a good good amount of cream compared to the donut inside there, and it's a lot of dough, a lot of chocolate icing, but the cream is good and it's a local favorite. I mean, LaMar's, you just can't go wrong. You just have to, you know, take a withdrawal from your 401k in order to buy a couple donuts and coffee. But anyway, besides that, it's not too light. It almost does kind of taste like a roll, like a roll you're gonna eat a sandwich on. The thing about this donut is that the cream really elevates the score of the donut. It's a really good quality Bavarian cream. The Dunkin Donut, I gave it a 5.5, but as I'm thinking back, like that was actually a pretty enjoyable experience. I received a lot of satisfaction from that 5.5 donut. I don't know if I have to maybe adjust that scale some. What I'll do is I'm going to leave this at 7.2 for the consistency for my viewers, so there's no confusion at all in the comments, so there's not a big discussion or debate. I'm going to leave this at a 7.2. because of the cream, because of the quality of the chocolate icing on the top. I'm not a huge fan of the roll itself. Here we go, I call it the roll again. I meant the dough. Not a huge fan of it. And what might happen is I have to adjust Dunkin Donuts eventually. Might have to bump that up. All right, about 15, 20 minutes after the donut and a little bit of the coffee, just wanted to get a little bit of an update. For one, I'm feeling a little bit perplexed about giving that donut a 7.2. I feel like if that was a 7.2 and the Dunkin' Donuts was a 5.5, then, you know, logically, every week I had LaMar's available to me, I would go get LaMar's. But that's just not the case. I think that 9 out of 10 Saturdays, if I had a LaMar's and a Dunkin' Donuts right next to one another, I would just go to Dunkin' Donuts. It's a smaller donut. It's tasty. It's easy to consume and take down. I've had a little bit of an issue with them with discussing the amount of cream to put in a coffee, but beside that, you know, and then, you know, they got the guy with taking the gloved hand with the credit card, and, you know, besides all that, it's a tasty donut. And this is 7.2. I don't know. I feel like I need to adjust the Dunkin' Donuts up some in order to make this make sense to everybody. I don't know. Second thing I want to say is, you know, not so much a fan anymore of the LaMar's dark coffee. You know, I don't know if it's the coffee itself or it's just dark coffee. When I was younger, I would love to drink dark coffee. I was always like, yeah, give me the darkest coffee you got, make it black. I don't want any cream in there, I don't want any sugar in there, I want it black. I want it, you know. Nowadays it's like, you know, put a little cream in there and you know, lighten it up a little bit, and that's kind of what I prefer. And not so much on the dark stuff. Dark stuff, it's too you know, it's kind of overpowering, and you're like, what is this, you know? So just some additional thoughts to throw out there to my listeners, to my viewers, you know, because I know you guys care what I think about these things. So yeah, I don't know what to say, but not so much of a fan anymore of the dark coffee. LaMar's, yeah, I don't know what to say, but anyway, have a happy Saturday. Did you enjoy that video? I know I did. So if you guys have a spot you want me to visit, some place in Colorado, a donut shop for me to come visit, just leave your idea in the comments, and I'll be sure to check it out sometime and stop by and tell you what I think. So thanks again for watching the video, and if you guys haven't clicked like on the actual page, please do so, and I'll see you again hopefully next week. See ya.